Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
First responders rescued a fallen climber near Sylvan Lake in the Black Hills.
Custer County Search and Rescue says they used what is called a vacuum mattress to carry the injured hiker to safety Saturday morning. The tool helps support the patient during transport, especially if they have broken bones.
The hiker was taken to the hospital. Another climber was also checked out by crews and treated for minor injuries.
First responders rescued a group of people stranded in the Big Sioux River this weekend.
The Brandon Fire Chief tells KELOLAND News that crews were dispatched around 6:30 Saturday evening. A group of 6 people were floating down the river when they became stuck on a sandbar and were unable to get out.
The fire chief says the group was part of an outing organized by a local company that offers river float trips down the Big Sioux. Multiple crews responded and safely brought the group back to shore. No one was hurt.
On Tuesday, voters will decide the next Sioux Falls mayor in a runoff election.
The candidates are Christine Erickson and Jamie Smith. Erickson, who once served as a Republican in the state house, has gained endorsements from Republican gubernatorial candidates Larry Roden and Toby Doden.
Smith is a Democrat state senator who has received support from former mayoral opponents Joe Batchelor and Greg Jamieson.
KELOLAND News will have live election coverage on air, online, and on KELOLAND Plus throughout Election Day. Absentee voting is today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and tomorrow polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Mudd. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Travis. Good morning, everybody. Following developing thunderstorms in western South Dakota for today. It will be a below average day with many of us probably in the 70s for afternoon highs. Typically, the climate average high temperatures in the lower 80s across eastern KELOLAND. Here's our forecast. Temperatures in the low to middle 70s for many. The winds will increase in western South Dakota, coming in from the southeast in Rapid City at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Otherwise, you can expect relatively light winds for central and eastern South Dakota. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. This weekend, families celebrated Dads for Father's Day.
A new Sioux Falls business gave dads a chance to spend time with loved ones while mini golfing for free.
We'll take a deal anytime we can. So yeah, that's super nice, super cheap for getting the kids out, keeping them entertained.
Just an hour after Pirates Plunder opened Sunday, the parking lot was full and there was a line through the lobby.
Some dads may have spent Sunday taking it rather easy.
For one Sioux Falls father-son team, it was business as usual. Todd Heitkamp, owner of Dakota Angler in Sioux Falls, spent the weekend helping customers gear up for summer fishing trips.
By his side was his son Josh, who also happens to be the store's general manager, making it a Father's Day weekend spent together doing what they enjoy.
When I was younger, this was probably the last place I thought I would have ended up. I thought I was going to run away and go do something different, but yeah, coming back home and working for Dad was something pretty special.
Dakota Angler opens this morning at 7 a.m.
There are nearly 600 named lakes and reservoirs classified by the South Dakota Department of Natural Resources for recreational use.
That means there are plenty of places to go boating. In Pennington County, the Sheriff's Department performs boat patrols during the summer to make sure people are staying safe on the water.
Authorities will be checking for life jackets and other items on board.
Critical to have Pennington County Sheriff and Game and Fish out here checking everyone, making sure they're safe, making sure all boats are legal, there's no one buzzing people or people just being unsafe out on the water.
Pennington County units patrol Sheridan Lake, Deerfield Reservoir, and Pactola Lake. Boat patrols will continue through Labor Day.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check of your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right. Well, trying to warm up after yesterday's really cool weather, clouds, and we had 60s for pretty much all locations, a few exceptions, far southwest and far northeast. But look at Pierre, high of just 60 yesterday. The rain came down. We kind of recap some of these numbers, but you can see through the 3-day rain totals, central South Dakota into the south central, and then all the way here through the heart of the middle of Nebraska. Actually, some really powerful rains associated with those showers and thunderstorms. A few rain totals. We had Cherry Creek, South Dakota, an inch 75. A lot of those numbers centered around Pierre in the central part of South Dakota. So So your numbers, of course, towards Sioux Falls, a lot lower. In fact, the latest numbers in Sioux Falls, at least on the Sunday total, about 7/100ths of an inch of rain. So yeah, we're running some deficits here. We're going to be talking more about that on KELOLAND Whether or Not. That's going to be on KELOLAND Plus, 9:30. If you're wondering about these weather patterns and what's going on here with the cool weather and for some of us a lack of rain, well, stay tuned. We'll be following that story. It looks like today the best chance of new thunderstorms will be in the Black Hills, far western South Dakota. And then some of those will probably come back on radar even late tonight. So the central, the south central could be looking at some helpful rains, probably though decreasing trends towards Sioux Falls with that one. And then we'll see if we gear up in the afternoon. I'll be curious to see if we can fire a few new thunderstorms Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. I think they'll be scattered from northeast South Dakota, west central Minnesota, and then kind of back building into northeast Nebraska. So watch for that window to open up, and then once that front passes through, we'll pick up a northwest wind and mainly dry for Wednesday and Thursday. High today, 73 Mitchell, 71 in Chamberlain on your KELOLAND Live Doppler HD forecast. Here is your 7-day. We've got mid-70s through the middle of the week. Chance of rain comes back on Friday. So does the humidity and the heat this weekend. We're going to crank up the mercury. We're going to bring in a south wind. We'll see if thunderstorms will follow. Again, that is a developing story. We'll have more on that throughout the week. Aberdeen also getting warmer here by the weekend. That looks more like June with highs in the 80s on Saturday and Sunday, but still several days in the 70s expected this week. Pierre, you bet we're going to warm up too. Looks like 85 by Saturday, but showers and thunderstorms will be part of that forecast. I like that chance there Friday to Saturday. Looks better again for central and western South Dakota. There could even be a few of these scattered rain hits even on Wednesday and Thursday in Rapid City. So check out the details online at KELOLAND.com.